Ah! 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 I'm practicing when I have to do the cry of the Banshee myself sometime. And you get called in to do special effects, and I want to be ready. And that really kind of harkens us to the movie that we're going to be seeing tonight. You see Smokey over here. He's helping me out. Always need a lot of help here. This is a tough gig, man. Okay. Now, we're showing Cry of the Banshee. Cry of the Banshee, 1970. This is one of those films that, it's a Vincent Price film. And it's in that time period where Vincent Price has sort of got himself typecast as sort of playing these kind of, authoritarian type of magistrates. Really comes back to Witchfinder General, which he had made earlier. And he's a witch hunter in this film. He's a guy who's trying to exterminate the superstitious language, trying to clean it for Christianity and all of that jazz. And he's rather a despicable figure in this film. He doesn't treat his wife well. He's got some strange kids. It's a really wacky world that he has. But he's kind of bugged this coven of witches. And he thought that he had exterminated them, but the head witch and some of the other coven fans they kind of hide themselves in this labyrinthine world underneath of this graveyard. It's kind of cool. And they are cursing and destroying all of Vincent Price's siblings and his children and himself. It's cursed. He cursed the family. Okay. So what we have here is a really interesting story of that whole idea of the curse that is visited upon those who have done something dastardly. And in this case, he deserves it. Okay. It's not like in Black Sunday where the Barbara Steele witch curses everybody. They don't deserve that 100 years, 200 years down the line. But Vincent Price and his brood, they deserve everything they get in this thing. Now this film is directed by Gordon Hessler. Now you might remember Gordon Hessler. He directed Oblong Box for us too. Okay. Likewise, Christopher Wicking wrote the screenplay for this. He also wrote the Oblong Box. Okay. Vincent Price is also in the Oblong Box as well. Now, Oblong Box is one of those latter-day Poe type of things, okay, that was really started by Corman, and of course that Vincent Price was in all of those, like House of Usher, the Tomb of Ligeia, the Mask of Red Death, and this Cry of the Banshee sort of fits in there. So this is an AIP film, just like those were. Samuel Arkoff was the guy who produced this film as well. The film itself has a nice look to it. It really has that sort of 70s British feel, lots of shots of a lot of browns and reds. It's a very earthy looking movie, and it kind of fits because the kind of decay and the kind of decadence that we see in this film is quite well reflected in that look. I think you're going to enjoy this film. I think that this is one of our better products that we're bringing you.
It's a nice print.
Oh yeah, it's a very nice print. And the Cry of the Banshee, it's a nice way to spend a nice evening. If you've got wind howling about you, might be one worried about that. I remember seeing this as a kid. They used to show these things on CBS late at night on Friday night. For a short time there, they showed some of the quality horror films on Friday nights. And I remember watching Cry of the Banshee, and it really scared me. And what really scared me was the sound of that banshee that kind of every once in a while pops up while Vincent Price is like throwing a party or something like that. And they're kind of like, oh, it's just a bunch of wolves out there. They always say that. It's wolves out there. That wolf has got himself in a trap. Got his foot in a trap, and that's where he makes that yelping noise. Oh, don't you buy it. Ain't that. It's banshees. Banshees that are coming to haunt you. The ending of this film, I love. And I can't go too much into endings because it's going to spoil it for you. But this film ends on a remarkable note. Really works. I think you should at least stick around to the end, right? When it says the end on the credits. Stick around at least till that. Okay? And then you'll get the full feel for this movie. Cry of the Banshee. Roll 'em, Smokey!